Really? All right. You going to sit down? Hey, it's nice to see you. Here, run. Get some Cypress people to help me corral these guys. Hey, are you guys going to stop and play my video game? Yeah? We're going to do video games.
Video games?
Yeah, sit down, yeah. Hey, you guys, I'm going to do video games with Bluetooth and Wi-Fi, and you guys can learn about IoT. You guys want to stop and listen to me talk? Really? No, come on. It's going to be awesome. I've got a video game. You want to play my video game? You guys really? Come on. You look very serious. Come on, stop, sit down. Oh, come on. All right, so here we go. Are you ready? Just a minute. Hey, are you guys want to stop and play my video game? My son said I needed to make a video game. So I made a video game, and everybody can, and you can swipe right and you can swipe left if you don't like it. I've got remote controls and their Wi-Fi. You want to stop? Yeah, come on and stop. You guys are killing me. They're walking on by. They're not even here. Yeah, come on, sit down. We're gonna play video games. All right. Did you get it together yet? Hey, you guys want to stop? I'll show you what. I don't care that you work for ST. I mean, I can show you everything.
I'll be back.
All right,
I'll be back.
You really?
Oh, yeah, all the way.
Okay, thank you. All right, I'm Alan Hawse. Alan Hawse, yes. You guys want to stop and sit down? I can see you're tired, and you can watch me for a few minutes. It's going to be awesome. Come on, you can have a chair. Look, I have a chair just for you. It has your name on it. So, I'm Alan Hawse, and I work for Cypress. And before I came last week, I was in Kentucky. You want to sit down and listen? All right, so I'm in Kentucky. Do you guys know where Kentucky is? Where is it? Kentucky is 3,000 miles that way and 20 years back in time. Come on, that's a little. Here, sit down. You got to play. Will you at least play the video game one time?
I will go home.
Huh?
I go home.
I know, it'll only take you 5 minutes. Oh, come on. All right. So my son said, we need a video game. You need to make a video game because it would be really cool to have a video game. Hey, guys, come on and sit down. We're going to play video games and you can drink your beer. Yeah, seriously. It won't take that, just like 10 minutes, 5 minutes. Come on, sit down. Here, you guys come sit down.
Oh, we are waiting already for somebody.
You're waiting for somebody? Well, you can wait sitting there watching me. You can learn about IoT and Wi-Fi. All right, so it goes like this. He says, I need a video game. So I think to myself, all right, I'm going to make a video game, and I'm going to make it with these. Here, you can have one, and you can have one, and you can have one, yeah. And you can have one. Yes, here, you want a video game? Here's a video game. You want one? Okay, so it goes like this. It starts like this, and are you guys want to play team left or team right? Do you like to...
There's no red light.
Do you like to swipe left or swipe right? All right. So what we're going to do is you're going to attach to Wi-Fi, and the way this is going to go, hello, how are you? You want to play video games with me? Yes, okay, here we go. So team left is going to try to get water to go in this bottle, and team right is going to get water to go in this bottle. And what we're hoping to do is not squirt green water all over the place, because the lovely lady, Nita, who runs our booth, said if I squirt green water all over the place, she's going to get a ruler out and she's going to whack me right across the knuckles. And actually, that'd be kind of fun, but no, I guess we won't do that. So here we go. So I'm going to turn on the game, and I'm going to press the button. Fight. All right, left, right. Left, right. Looks like right's winning. Right's rolling wrong. Nobody seems to be swiping left. Oh, look. When you do live demos, everybody, you should be aware that you can get on TV live streaming and get an MQTT TLS open socket failed message, which makes you look really awesome. It's like, oh yeah, I've got this expert. I can tell he's from Kentucky because he's got some ridiculous error message. All right, here we go. Let's try again. All right, you guys left, okay, right. Here we go. There we go. It's dead again. Oh my God. All right, I tell you what. Do this. I'm going to hit reset. And I have no idea. Literally, we're debugging live here on the fly. It's Amazon. So the way this works is these remote controls have got a Wi-Fi and Bluetooth radio in them, plus a PSOC 6. The PSOC 6 is doing the CapSense sensing, so it's what's detecting your finger. And the radio is connected to a Wi-Fi access point that's down here under the table. All right. So this time, when I run this thing, I'm going to just swipe one of these just to show you what's going on. So the water starts to go in, yes. All right, somebody swipe left. Somebody swipe left. So you can see, well, son of a... All right. The problem is that the internet connection that's underneath here is terrible to Amazon Web Services. So we'll try one more time. Right? Somebody swipe left. Oops. Here we go. Somebody swipe left. Okay. Alan is having a bad day. And this isn't... he really would have a bad day if water shot all over the place. So the way this thing works is inside of our device, there's CapSense sensing. And you notice there's two CapSense buttons. Yeah, to Polani. Yeah. This guy's our Type-C guy. Did you come and hear him talk? Say your name.
Polani.
Polani, yes. All right. So the way this works is, should we try one more time?
Yeah.
All right. Pump, 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 pump. Broken again. My internet connection is flaky, and I'm done trying because I've already looked like an idiot like 6 times in a row. So here we go. The way this CapSense works is there's a piece of copper on the top of the printed circuit board, and there's actually 2 of them, one for each button. There's a circle of copper. There's a long wire that winds its way around under the board onto this module. Each button, I'm really curious. So the other thing that's going on is there's this set of chevrons, and if you look carefully at the board, you can see that these chevrons are kind of interlocked to each other, and each one of those chevrons is connected to one of the pins on the PSOC chip, right? And what's going on is our CapSense circuit inside of the device reads the position of where your finger is on the device. And we've got a tool that helps you set that up called our configurator. And when you run our software, you can open up the configurator. The configurator's got a whole bunch of different blocks in it. And these are all the blocks that are inside of the chip. So you can see, there's 2 low power comparators. There's a 12-bit SAR. There's a 12-bit continuous time DAC, right? There's I2Cs. There's I2S. There's these serial communication blocks. The serial communication blocks, they can be UARTs. They can be SPIs. They can be I2Cs. If you look on the screen, I got these screens from Alibaba, and they were $1.50 each. So they're super cheap I2C screens. And what's that? Yeah.
I bought it for $3.
Yeah, they're like $1.50 a piece, so they're super cheap. And we're connected actually through this I2C right here to the screen. Well, one of the blocks, if you scroll your way down through there, is our CapSense block. And when you click on the CapSense block, we give you the ability to, where is it? Open up the CapSense configurator. And, wrong button. So the CapSense configurator lets you configure exactly the way our CapSense works. And we support a bunch of different features. So you can see I have one button, which is the Bluetooth button. I have one button, which is the Wi-Fi button. And then I have the slider. Now, we made our name in CapSense, and one of the first things that we did that was really popular was, I'm not allowed to say the name of the company, but they're a consumer electronics company in Cupertino that makes white devices. And they had a device that had a circular wheel on the front of it, and that was our first big win in CapSense. So if you want to have a CapSense slider like the one that's on there, or CapSense buttons in your design, all you have to do is you come into this configuration tool and you're able to create new devices. So if you want a linear slider, you like the one on the bottom, that's what you do. If you want a radial slider, like the one that was on that white device, this is what you do. You can make a matrix of buttons, and you can also do proximity. Proximity is where you have a big loop, and it detects as you get near, right? So all of these devices you can create using the CapSense block in our chip. So it allows you to, sort of get going. And what happens is our configurator creates a directory called generated source. And in the generated source is all of the stuff that it takes to make it work. So let me show you this. So inside of here, all of this software was built using EmbeddedOS. So we've partnered with ARM, and we've released the ability to program PSOC 6 and our 4343W Wi-Fi Bluetooth combo together inside of EmbeddedOS's environment. Now, it's curious that I say Wi-Fi Bluetooth combo. You guys know what frequency Wi-Fi runs on? 2.4 gigahertz and 5, but this one is 2.4 gigahertz. Do you know what frequency Bluetooth runs on? 2.4 gigahertz. And so you ask yourself, how do you get 2.4 gigahertz to work both in and out of the same antenna at the same time? Do you know the answer to the question? Scheduling, sharing. Well, different coding schemes, blah, blah, time division, multiplexing. There's a lot of possible answers to that question. The real answer is you write a check for $550 million to buy all of the Broadcom IoT IP, right? And there are literally thousands and thousands of man years. There's boatloads of man years put into those IP blocks, and it allows what we call coexistence. So we allow sharing of Wi-Fi and Bluetooth together. And in fact, the exact device that's in your hand, that exact 4343W, the W meant wearable, and it was used in a very popular wearable thing that was created by that same white consumer electronics company in Cupertino. So this is a super robust Wi-Fi thing. Now, are you guys married? Is anybody married? You have a significant, yeah, you're married? So I don't know about you, but my wife, she doesn't care how cool it is. She doesn't care how home automation it is. She doesn't care how IoT it is, right? When she flips the light switch, the lights had better turn on. And life is too short for flaky wireless. And in fact, you can end up looking like a real idiot. It's actually my connection to AWS is what I'm going to absolutely claim is the problem. When I showed you how to make this CapSense work, right, we all know that the CapSense capacitance is very constrained or very impacted by the environment, right? So as the temperature goes up and down, the capacitance changes. As the humidity in the environment changes, the capacitance changes, right? And these printed circuit boards, they were made in China. And we all know that China has the utmost of quality control, right? So we know that those printed circuit boards always have got exactly the right copper in them. The thickness is always the same. That overlay is always the same. Well, no, that's not right. We have algorithms that are built into our capacitive touch sensing that deal with these variations. So they recalibrate the entire system sort of continuously while it's running. It's called smart sensing, right? And people always, I've made a lot of videos that explain, here's how this works, and here's how that works, and here's how you make Bluetooth work, and here's how you make Wi-Fi work, and all those kinds of things. And so I get a lot of people that send me emails, and they say, Alan, how does it work? And I give them the same answer that I gave about the Wi-Fi and the Bluetooth, and that is, it was really simple. All we did was spend like a couple $100 million in research and development, and a whole boatload of patents, and a whole crap load of man hours put into patents and algorithms to make our capacitive touch sensing be able to deal with the different variations. What I thought I would do is, you can see, let me close that window, my email window, sorry. If I go to Amazon.com, console.amazon.com, the way that this works is each of these remote controls, they send out a message, and this message is sent to what's called a message broker. So when you create an Amazon.com account, they create a virtual machine, a Linux virtual machine, and on that machine there's a message broker. And the message broker has two responsibilities. It will allow people to subscribe to channels, topics, they're called topics, and it'll allow people to publish to topics. And so when you send a message, what I do is I take that swipe and I format it as a JSON message, and then I publish it to a topic. And you can run the Amazon Test Console. I'm going to run the Amazon Test Console, and it turns out the topic is called Pump AWS, and if I subscribe to this topic, what you're going to see is swipe some. Each time you swipe, it's just taking a message and it's sending it to the Amazon Web Services. Did you see? Right, so when you swipe, see, I'm swiping right, so all those values are swipe right. Yeah, you see, you just did a 36. And then what's happening is on my buggy motherboard right here, I'm taking those messages and I'm turning them into PWM commands. And the PWM commands are either pump faster or pump slower. And then I'm also, should we try this one more time? This is really driving me nuts, guys. So let's see here. How bad could this be? It's super embarrassing. All right. All right, swipe left, swipe right. There we go. So the other thing that I'm doing is I'm measuring the water level using the capacitive touch sensing on the sides of these bottles. And now it's disconnected again. So I'm sorry, I've just got Amazon problems, and I don't know exactly what that is. But what I do is the Amazon messages, they get published to a topic called the Pump AWS topic, and you guys saw all of those messages coming by, right? And so each one comes out, I grab the message, and then I turn on the pumps for a little while. And the other point I wanted to make is, because of our partnership with ARM, you're able to log into ARM's Embed website, and you can say, either using their online compiler or their offline compiler, the Embed CLI, you can say embed space new space dot, and that will create a new embed project for you. Then you can create a main.c++, and the main.c++ will you can have whatever you want in it. So one of the things I also did was I created sort of a simple one. So this is our dev kit, one of the dev kits. So right here, that's 4343W. See, 4343W, that's PSOC 6, right? And so what I thought I would do is I would create a super simple little project. And what this project is going to do, assuming things work for me, let me unplug it. So, left and right. And then, where is my power plug? Here we go, here we go. So here's a simple little project. Let me open it up. One second. AWS LEDs. Open. Programmer. Okay, open. So I have a simple little program, which I'll program in there. And what this program does is it shows you, did it work, or is it really just my day? Connect. Program. So what this simple little project does is it connects to AWS, and then all it does is take your current position and it puts it either on the left or the right display. So hang on, when this thing starts in 1 second, and I'll show it to you. So okay, so it flashed the left one, then it flashed the right one, and I created a secret mode in the thing. So when I press both buttons together during the boot, it goes into the secret mode. And then once it connects, you're going to see that I can send messages, I hope, to the left and right display. Otherwise, I'm really just going to go home. So this is actually in real time taking the position of my finger and reading it from Amazon.com. So here, let me show you. When I connect to Amazon.com, I created another special topic, and the topic is called, what is the topic called? Well, hang on. Yeah. Hey, no, come on back. No, don't leave. You got to complain about the comments. All right, it's called LED topic. Thank you. So if I subscribe to LED topic, whoops, get rid of this, subscribe. I can subscribe to LED topic, and when I do that, somebody swipe it. You can see each of the positions are coming out, and then the LEDs are going into the exact same place. And the code that it takes to create this is really quite straightforward. All we do is I start out and I make a Wi-Fi connection. So using our radio to make a Wi-Fi connection, you just call the embed command connect. Once it's connected, I say, where? Right here. I say I'm connected. I set up a connection to Amazon with a few, or I print out some information about the connection. Then I set up a little bit of information about what I want to name my device that attaches to Amazon. So that's just 2 lines. I find out the host name of Amazon Web Services, so I get connected to the right virtual machine at AWS. And then I create an MQTT endpoint, and then I subscribe to messages. And that's it. When a message comes in, what happens is it simply calls this function called message arrived, and all it does is it gets the payload, it prints out the fact it got a payload, and then I do a JSON parse, and the JSON parse looks for left, and if I get a left, then I convert the left to a %, and then I display it. or if I get a right, I convert it to a percent, and then I display it. So if you touch the thing again, you can do lefts, and I can do rights up here. So if I publish to LED topic, and I publish the message right, I don't know, 50, you're going to see that this will set the right to 50%. So in like hardly any code at all, you saw you could easily get connected to AWS. You could connect to a message broker, right? You could subscribe to a specific topic. When you get a message from that topic, you just grab the message and you parse it, and you parse it using the JSON parser, which we have built in. The JSON parser can look for a left, look for a right, and then it'll put the LEDs into that state with this function call that I had that was WS2812 LEDs. So the bottom line is, what I've shown you is I have Bluetooth and Wi-Fi, and I have CapSense, and they're available all together inside of ARM's development tool, EmbeddedOS. You can edit them. The editor I was using was Atom. If you feel like using Eclipse, you can do that. If you feel like using Visual Studio Code, you can do that. In order to program the CapSense, you don't have to have like millions of register, bit this, bit that, bit the other thing. I give you the CapSense configurator. It's built into our tool, and it will generate all of the source code that you need to do CapSense. And then I showed you can use the Wi-Fi to get connected to Amazon Web Services. You can publish messages, and then you can do things based on those messages, like drive these LEDs. And then I also showed you that I came here with a semi-broken demo, and and that made things a little bit interesting, and I'm sorry about that. All right, that's what I got. Thank you guys for your time. Thank you.